Okay, so I'm just going to instead of rebuild this step by step at all, uh, I'm just going to go over the main patch because honestly, there's a lot going on, so like I wouldn't really know where to start over rebuilding it. But so first off, I separated the low frequency and the high frequency of uh, a given scale by using this. And really, well, I mean, it's not completely separated. Like, anyway, let's let me explain it. So you can get this patch by going to Help, MSP Tutorials, uh, Frequency Domain Signal, Crossover, and here. So I set my window size to 4096. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I did that because I'm playing a guitar and I'm playing the low E string, which might need um, that value. I mean that window size, but anyway. So what this does is that it takes a cross frequency, and anything higher than that cross frequency goes out through one gate, and anything that's less than that frequency goes out through another. And for guitar, since guitar has overtones, uh, it's not exactly perfect. Like for sorry, getting knocks from downstairs, and it's quite bothersome. But okay, so knock stop. Thank God. Oh, oh, there. Mm, okay, I'm just gonna try to go on. Anyway, so so anything with the guitar, anything lower than the cross frequency, uh, like gets passed through, and higher frequencies are almost completely blocked off, except for the cross frequency and like two semitones or something are not completely blocked off. Well, really, the sorry. Well, really, none of those are completely blocked off, but they're up to a certain threshold that where they're not audible and the attack is barely audible. But so because of that, you could easily separate lower frequencies, isolate lower frequencies. But the higher frequencies, because of overtones, here, still here, um, low frequencies. Like I mean the gate that has the higher frequencies outputted still gets lower frequencies because of overtones. That's probably why. So that's why it kind of works, but you still need to make some arrangements for the high and low frequencies. The low frequencies are fine. The high frequencies, like, there's no set threshold. That's why basically it's better to just have them automatically on and off, so that you don't have to worry about looking at whether note has a threshold that you don't like. So yeah, I hope that's pretty understandable. Um, so you take this sub patch, copy it, and paste it into your main patch. Um, and so so basically, this works with predetermined scales or kind of dynamically predetermined scales. Um, you have a scale selector, uh, which uses a root note of a scale to assign the scale that you want. Um, so yeah, so um, got interrupted by a phone call. I just cut off the recording. Uh, okay, so so it uses the root of a scale once it's in scale detection mode to set the appropriate scale, and also it also only detects specific roots so that there's less errors, that so that the patch is less prone to error, because pitch detection, it's still hard to do even with monophonic, pitch detection, so it's prone to error. So this way it won't be prone to error, and I'll get back to this, but first, so once you get a root and you get a scale, setting it back to a play mode, you have predetermined notes for bass, which is the root and the third uh, semitone interval of the pentatonic scale. Well, I didn't say that right. The root and the third interval after the root to get you the first two notes of the pentatonic scale. And then for the high notes, the FM lead, you get um, the notes of the pentatonic scale starting from the seventh semitone from the root. Um, so only notes within the scale, um, the dynamically determined scale, could be played. If a different note is detected, it's not played. It's not passed through. So, but it's more difficult than that. For example, for the bass notes, uses the Sigmund external patch, and to get a note that's with a threshold of 80 or more, and then it sees if the threshold is once it then it opens a gate to pass the note, and from there it checks if the note is 90 or more. uh, basically so that the note, uh, just more security to make sure that the right note is played. Um, then if it is, um, it, if it is, the name of the note is sent here, and a bang is sent through here, because this is, yeah, bang is sent through here. This would send a one. The selector would take the one, send the bang, and the note would go through. That's for the scale selector right now. So it's the same for bass. The note would go through if it's 80 or more. Um, okay. Oh right. So basically, this is just to check that when it's played that it's still greater than 80, and then the note is oft played to make the note is sent to notes for bass, which is the note detection thing. And if it's the right note, it gets sent to dubstep bass. And what happens here is first you take the note and you store it. You store it, and you use this trigger float to trigger this and this together, I guess. Um, uh, yeah. So this triggers. Oh, this the so basically this triggers make sure that the trigger goes from right to left instead of left to right, I guess. And notes are stored if it's a matching note in the scale, then a bang is sent through, and the note gets passed through from the placeholder to the patch for wobble bass. Um, I'm gonna stop there. Stop here. Talk